Good afternoon from across the pond. Man, being a captain's hard. Jean-Luc Picard made it look damn easy. All he did was philosophize all day, and then when something had to be done, he'd just say, make it so. Make it so. And don't get me started on James T. Kirk, who just basically made out with chicks all day and occasionally punched a Klingon. To be fair, half my captaining is just bloody paperwork and I guess kind of finding people to captain. With our first game in 2 days, we've only got, well, let's say about 8 people. And we need at least 10. Hell, we've been recruiting so hard I'm starting to think of myself as a rugby evangelist. In fact, I'm willing to offer a case of beer and a high five to any Americans that want to come over and play for the team. Just saying, if you got free time. But in reality, it's not that bad. We always seem to get really good guys, and well, it's a hell of a lot of fun no matter how you shoot it. Of course, to distract myself from all the stress of trying to put this team together before Wednesday, I do have a couple things I like to think about. The first of which is scale. No, not like the stuff Lady Justice carries. You know, big to small. And that's kind of the fun about being in graduate school, is you get told to read all this really weird stuff, like, 25 pages on how scale doesn't exist. It's all in your mind. And aside from basic grad school mind frickery and nonsense, I've been putting my head to another use. I wish I could say it was for wacky hat focus group testing, but that's not it. Recently I've been thinking about the blogosphere, of which I am a resident. And in general, I've been thinking about the amount of both useful and useless information on the blogosphere. And I've started thinking about simple economics in this context. I mean, if you think about it in simple, JT can understand it, economic terms, the more of something you have, the less valuable that something is. And in our case with the internet, it's information. So the more information me and my blogosphere ilk spit onto the internet, or whatever verb you want to pick, the less valuable the rest of it becomes. At least this is what I'm thinking. I guess at the end of the day I'm left wondering what's the value of all this information that just gets poured into our brains, if there's any real value at all. So if any of you have read or heard or watched anything about how information is valued these days, I would love to hear about it, because I've been thinking about this lately, and I obviously don't have the answers, but I'm sure there's someone out there who might. And now that we've established I have way too much time on my freaking hands, I guess I'll just point you in the direction of limey news for American chaps. Okay, so here in Britain there's a new kid on the block, and his name is Spud. Spud's a purple potato. A few kids back home are going, "Purple potato? Zuh?" I understand. My initial reaction was also along the line of, "Zuh?" This purple spud, otherwise known as the Purple Majesty, contains 9 times more antioxidants than your average potato. 9 times. 9 times. As you can see from the photo, these things aren't just purple on the outside. They're purple all the way through. Now these potatoes were bred at Colorado University, but they were brought over to England because the climate was found to be more hospitable for potatoes here, as any Irish person can probably tell you. And I think to myself, yes! Finally a purpley food worthy of being served with purple drank. If you don't know what purple drank is, look it up and then drank it. So will I be eating these purple things? Yes, sir, or ma'am. In fact, look forward to my next video. It'll be a cooking video featuring the purple spud. Hasta luego. Engage.